Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Morgan Gonzalez and welcome to this video. I am going to do a beginner's guide to nervous system reset, nervous system regulation, nervous system trauma release, somatic healing, inner work, all the things that are really going to transform you on a deep visceral level and not something that you just change around and make a conscious change. We're really going to be talking about the inner game and the inner journey that it entails in order to get to our final outcome, which is the escape or the release. I would say, I like the word release, of survival mode within our bodies and our minds. When we are living in survival mode and we are in fight or flight for a continuous amount of time, there is no room for trauma and regulation to occur. Not trauma to occur, for trauma to be released and for regulation to occur within the body. And so when we are beginners, our first step is to start to create a safe container for this experience to be had. And really make it something that becomes part of your daily experience, where you are really being gentle and allowing for yourself to slow down and take time to really get connected to what's going on. And especially in the beginning, I mean, you'll start to feel stuff right away. The body just holds everything. The minute you begin to slow down and get in touch with it and what's going on in your direct experience, feelings, sensations, pains, triggers, mind stuff, that's the space that you are now entering in order to bring some freedom and peace and clarity to your being. You are going to become a safe container that can allow for this healing to occur. And through your journey, this container will become more and more safe, and the healings will become more and more profound and fully releasing, and will allow you to really start to live in a new experience, in a new body, in a new mind, completely. And your external world will begin to reflect that and begin to reflect the work that you have done. It's not an overnight thing. It's definitely a journey, but it's the journey that will ultimately get you to what you are looking for, which is full release of your survival circumstances and issues. Survival is thrown around pretty, but for me, it's just recognizing that there's a culture that is programmed in us as soon as we come into this world. This culture is given to us by our family and the people around us and the things that we experience. And so when we're living under that program and code, we tend to be very in the hustle culture and the 9-to-5 and the chasing and the fastness and really always on a go. And so when we begin to do this work, we are going against that grain. And so it's a challenge, right? Because this has been densely programmed into us for 20-something years, 30-something years, 40-something years of living this certain way. And now you're bringing in a new way of being to yourself that can really be challenging and hard to start to integrate within your experience on a daily basis. So that's what this practice would be. The first practice would be creating that safe container and beginning to have your somatic releases, which would be from crying to anger. You're working with different emotions. In the beginning, for me, it was a lot of just front layer stuff that I was dealing with in my, oh my God. It's interesting to look back to where I was at, and like say, wow, like, because I was dealing with very surface level stuff. I had surface level shame. I had surface level, like just anger, aggression, all this stuff on the surface. But my main thing that really got me into this work was attachment style. And when you become more conscious and more self-aware, this is when you start to see, fuck, my attachment is fucked, right? And you didn't, you know, it kind of lays under the back burner because you're just going through daily life. But then the moments you start to bring your self-awareness up and you start to observe your mind and your experience and your being, and you're just like, how come I keep on creating these same issues? Why can't I have a relationship that doesn't end up being this explosive, you know, tragic story every single time where I'm needing them to, you know, be there, and I'm chasing and I'm feeling like I have to get them and all this tensity and I can't stop. And this is what made me say, fuck, I can't live like this anymore. I'm done. I hate this pattern. I really need to change. And I started to, you know, be open to these new experiences and really new stuff on the to be able to change, right? Because, you know, the culture might teach you certain ways, go to psychotherapy, go to this, but for me, that doesn't work. I'm not gonna outsource what I am seeing in my direct experience that is only for me to see to somebody else to fix. That doesn't work for me. If a technique works, I'll take it in and I'll start to use it in my own life. But I'm somebody that takes accountability for my issues. I'm somebody that watches myself play out and says, ooh, that's something I need to look at and work on. That's something that I did not like that I did. And still be able to hold loving awareness even when you do something that is painfully disgusting and gross, and still being that safe container for your being. So I began in that way with somatic releases, creating a safe container, and this practice, which is, it's called heaving. Like, you are just going like this and you're beginning to bring up like the inner child. And I started with the inner child. I started, you know, I can't really say I started with one specific thing because I have a plethora of things I pull from, but my main stuff, you know, inner child, shadow, just going in and pulling out aspects of me that weren't able to get love, and really being able to do that and mend them and really bring them to the surface. So you'll get a bunch of stuff in your thing, but I'm not trying to give you that little detail information. You'll find it. There's great stuff out there that will help you do this. You'll get books in your experience. You'll get things floating in. My thing is to understand the structure that is needed, and more so the mindset that you go into it with and the possibility of it. So really talking about what this work can offer you, you know, we already said escape survival mode. Yeah, that's obviously the number one. I mean, who the hell wants to live like that when you are a woman, especially you're a woman? Your body hurts so badly, you're breaking down emotionally, it's just like so draining and heavy on you. And you see these people and you're like, well, they have a different life, like they're able to do what I want, but like so easy, and they have abundance and money and they take care of themselves and all these things, and it's like, why don't I have that? And my point would be to say, okay, maybe they are living in a different reality than I am, and maybe I don't know. And from that I don't know-ness begins to unravel that journey for yourself. Admitting you don't know. You really don't know how to go about this, and allowing for guidance and your body to help you. And you'll see how that progression occurs. But yeah, that is what I would say has helped me the most in the beginning, was definitely just getting into the understanding that it was a possibility for me, and how important I needed it. Because again, my attachment was so bad, and I still dealt with attachment stuff, because I didn't just have an anxious attachment, I had an anxious and an avoidant. It was very, what is the word, just messy. I don't even know the word of it, but it was both sides, and this would constantly occur in my life, and I would literally be the loving awareness just watching this and saying, wow, like, holy shit, this thing inside me really, yeah. And so I want to also put that point, it's like you're gonna do a lot of inner work And I'll explain inner work in a minute, like what I mean by when I say inner work, because there's a lot of stuff that you'll get by inner work. But I just wanted to say, like, even through this journey, it's not like your mind is gonna be this like perfect character now after you do this. Really, you're gonna just have so much awareness about what the mind is that it's like sometimes you can reason with it, but really you have to recognize it's just like a creator. It's just a creative thing that's going on inside of you. And when you have enough space to hold like that, you kind of can just, you know, like you can, it sometimes will quiet down depending on how much meditative work and awareness work that you're doing, but it's also just a, you know, a love machine. But so I wanted to say inner work is a tool to be in congruency with inner and external reality. It's the tool that you use to be in congruency with these two things. You start to do inner work and you realize, I see why my life is the way it is. Because the inner work will show you your entire inside world, and you'll see why it's an exact mirror for what you're going through. These two things are reflections of each other, and that's why they say change your inner and your external will change, because it's not just a cliche quote, it really is what happens, and inner work just proves it, because you start to write out, you start to do the conversations with the inner child, the younger self, the parts of you, the shadow, and you start to have conversation back and forth with these parts. You're playing both sides, right? You get a pen and paper. Okay, beginners, listen. You get a pen and paper and you start to write. You just write and get everything out on paper, and you're going to see the story. Don't use your logic. Let go and let the fucking hand move. And you're going to start to see the story playing out. And while you're doing that, you're going to start to get the... Oh, I see now. And you're building awareness through this. And at the same time, you're also becoming the safety in your body. And so you want to practice somatic work. And with somatics, it's really about having releases in the bodies, right? Like this, shaking. When you have the energy coming through and you need a shake, you start to shake. This releases stress. They always talk about animals just shake after a stressful experience, but humans, you know, they have a stressful experience and they're like, okay, go to the next stressful experience, go to the next stressful experience. And the body is still holding on to the previous 17 years of trauma. So you have to begin to shake this out and really start to make space in your life to start to heal. Without space being made, nothing new can happen and come in, because there's all this conjunction. So we start to shake and make space. We start to shake and make space. We start to make awareness. We make space with the mind. That's like it. We're creating that container. We start to shake. Next point I want to talk about is your pleasure and your desire. And not just doing comforting somatics for the inner child, but also doing pleasurable, desirable experiences with yourself and intimacy with yourself, because it's really about building intimacy with yourself, being the thing that you can trust, being the thing that can hold you, being the thing that can heal you, being the thing that can guide you, being the thing that can teach you everything the good parent is, right? So and everything the good husband is, or the good lover is. This is really it. You're becoming loving with yourself. You're coming into a union with your being. Your inner being is going to be your your husband or wife, or everybody is gonna, you're going into marriage with who you are. So there is gonna be the intimacy time, and this is where a lot of release will happen, because what do they say? Everything shows up in the bedroom. So when you start to go into sexual I don't want to say it because I'm like, oh my god, someone's gonna like feel like, I can't do it because it's sexual. That's my little baby. And then my video in the last video I posted was all about this. But yeah, so I'm trying to make this beginner friendly, and I don't want to scare off beginners because I don't want them to hear like, oh, I can't do that. But sexuality is a natural thing in your human experience, and if you have really shitty sexual experiences with yourself and you're not going to God with yourself, I really am sorry about that. But through this, you really could start to build the extremes amounts of pleasure and sexual experiences that will be life-changing, like literally shoot you up to the moon and clear your entire being, that your frequency is so high that you feel like a goddess, for like you're a gold goddess, like, and things are just like coming to you. It's like you're in a different experience when you have these type of sexual experiences with yourself and intimacy moments with yourself. It literally doesn't even have to, you don't even have to start to you know, go inside. It's more so like just giving that time for intimacy and pleasure to happen and letting the rest unfold. It's like giving yourself, okay, I'm gonna give myself an hour to just be on a sex date with myself and see what happens. It's not like you have to do anything, but you just have to be present as if you're a good lover, right? You're present, you know, you massage, you stroke, you get the body in a safe space, and watch. The body starts to open and starts to bring stuff up that you have to face. And now you can, because you're that container. And so when the stuff comes up, you can hold it, you can cry it, you can yell it, you can move it, and you can use it for your content, for your experience with yourself, okay? Alright, I'm going to give you a little example of inner child work before I go, just to offer this with you. So I'm going to play both my adult self and my inner child, okay? Right now, I'm not going to, I usually would do it on pen and paper, using my left hand for the child and my right hand for me. But I'm going to just do it on conversation so I can help you guys. Hey little, what's going on? What's going on, sweetie? Are you okay? How are you feeling? And now, so, I don't know what to do, 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 I don't know what to do. I just don't feel like I know what to do, and I'm not good enough for it. Afraid to be vulnerable. Like, I don't want to talk about this because I don't want to be like somebody that knows what they're talking about. It's just like too much for me. I feel that. I'm here. I understand how scary it is to do something new. I also understand how much work and effort it takes to show up for yourself each day. And I really applaud that for you. I really do. You have been showing up, you have been staying consistent, and I'm so happy for you. You deserve this. You really do. Just don't know what to do. I'm scared. I'm just vulnerable and like broken and just hurt. I'm just so annoying and just sweaty. I'm just annoying and sweaty. Here you go. You feel better now? I don't want to talk to the people. You don't have to. You're okay. I definitely have a part of me, right? A child part of me that's coming up right now while I'm filming this. I have to keep my hand here. It's just so triggered right now. And I'm actually very conscious that I was able to create that on camera. It's like, it's very challenging for me to even be that vulnerable when other people will see it, but I don't know, I feel like it's important for others to understand, like, it's messy. It's not cute. And so this part of me really doesn't want to create this. Like, it doesn't want to be this type of person, doesn't want to be this on the online space, doesn't feel like it's something that she wants to show people, because it's like, it's very private and personal and vulnerable. And so myself can just really comfort her in that experience right now, because I get it. Like, I understand how scary that is and how hard that is. So, and the shame that comes from being like that on camera is the emotion. You're okay. I'm gonna do some more work with her and, you know, clear this. I'll probably have a release. If I do, I'll just try to get a little clip of it. But am I whoring my inner workout? Am I exploiting my inner work journey? Gosh. Yeah, no, I really do offer it just so somebody can have some guiding factor. I don't know. I want to help people. Like, I just do. I want to help people, and I want people to know that they are capable of so much more than they're told. And so that's why I show up. That's why she's showing up. So much fear. God said, do exactly what you talk about. God said, I'm gonna show them what you are talking about. Mom. 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 I want my mom. So obviously we're dealing with inner child and inner parent right now. Wow, I can't believe I'm doing this on camera, but stop telling me I'm okay, Morgan. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. You keep telling me I'm okay, but I'm not. I know I'm not. I know I'm not okay. I know I'm not okay. I know I'm not okay. I don't feel safe here. I feel your safety. I want you here.